A very good morning to class 9 students. Today we will be start the next chapter, Introduction to Linux. In this chapter we will be discussing about the history of Linux and the various uh, features as well as the various types, how will you log in, log out, and the various types of files that we use in Linux we will be discussing in this chapter. First we should know about who developed the Linux. Linux was developed by Linus Torvalds. This person at the University of Helsinki in the Finland developed as well as introduced the Linux in 1991. This name has been derived from his name. The Linux, this Torvalds, this person has worked on the Linux project and wrote the source code. Code means the source. As he developed the Linux, this is known as the source code from which the various code are being used in the Linux. This is a operating system which is freely available on the internet. Means for this you don't have to pay, it is easily available on the internet. This is the operating system that we are currently using, the various operating system like Windows 7, Windows 10. In this way Linux is also a operating system. In this we can you can read the pages. I will send you in the form of pictures. You can go through the pages. The main uh, source of the Linux is that Linux was developed by this person in 1991 and this is the free operating system which is freely available. This person also developed the Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie developed the C language, and the Dennis Ritchie, with the help of Ken Thompson and his team, developed the C language. And this is the very easy chapter which you will read and you will easily understand. In this chapter, developers are encouraged to feed their fixes and improve back into the community so that Linux can continue to grow and improve. The various developers who develop the Linux are being encouraged so that this operating system comes out in a unique way to grow as well as in an improved way. The Linux is a clone of Unix, means Unix is a part of the Linux. Line means this Linux was developed by Linus person, and this Lin is come from this word, and Unix, this is the clone. This is the part of the Unix. This is also a operating system. So this IX is developed, is being mixed in this name, that is the Linux, and this developed we already have started. This is the Linus Torvalds who developed the Linux. Next is these are the various features. These are the various features, like it is a multi-user operating system. Linux is a multi-user operating system. Many users can operate Linux at the same time. Linux supports multi-programming. Multi-programming activities, multi-programming apps can be used in the Linux operating system. A program in Linux is broken into tasks. A program which is written in Linux can be broken into tasks, and this can be used for reading as well as for the writing. Linux, the next is the no virus can attacks. The advantage of Linux is that no virus can attack the virus, and it can be easily installed in the many computer system because it is freely available on the internet. And in the Linux we can do various useful things as well as the software are also being developed, like text as editor, browsers as well as for the scientific application. Browsers means in currently we are using Google browsers in the Windows 7 as well as in the Windows 10 operating system. These are the list of the graphical user interface that we use in the Linux. First is the GNOME, next is the KDesktop, third is the WindowMake, FVWM. Let's start with the KDE. KDE, as you all know, is the KDesktop environment. Like when we open our computer system, the first screen we see is the window environment. Various operating system have their own environment. Next is we will not study this because this is not important. The next is the types of users in Linux. The first is the users that are available in using the Linux. The first is the system administrator. This is the person who is responsible for the smooth functioning of the system. The file owner, as the name itself suggests, this is the person who creates the file as well as who is responsible for copying, deleting as well as for the editing. Next is the group owner. Group owner is the team of the 5 professionals. 5 persons are there, and one team member is being allotted the work who is working on the Linux system, and rest are being given task, and according to them assignments are being assigned to each of them, and they share, rest of the 4 persons share their files with the first person who is responsible, who is known as the group owner. These are the users that are in the Linux: system administrator, file owner as well as the group owner. These are the computer files as well as its types. These are the files that we use in the Linux system. Okay. These are the files that in this chapter we will be discussing. In this part we will be discussing about the various files that are being used in the Linux. We will not study this, we will study thoroughly this topic in next chapter. And the first is the ordinary file, directory file as well as the special files. These are the 3 files that are being studied in the Linux system. Understand from this diagram. And this special file is further divided into 4 types. The first is the ordinary file. In this ordinary file, these are the files which are created by the user. We make these type of files, for example object file, data files, etc. The directory file, these are the files which when we create a directory in the Linux, automatically creates a directory itself which contain the information about the files. And these are the special files. These special files are used for the input output devices, and these are found in the Linux directories. And these are further divided into 4 types. The first is the character file. This character file can read and write the data. And the block device, this block device are used to block a data at a time. These are used to block the data. Hard links, these files are used that allow a single file to have multiple names, and these symbolic files are known as the soft links. Then and last topic is the file access permission. FAP means, you can see here it is clearly written, file access permission these are the files refers to the permission associated with the file with respect to the file owner, group owner, as well as the other user. If we have to open any file, we have to take the permission from the person who is the owner of the file or the group owner. It is known as the file access permission. File means file that is we want to open. Access means access through which. These are the access. File owner, maybe he has put password or any type of security thing in the file, we have to ask for that permission. Last is the wildcard characters. These wildcard characters are these are the wildcard characters. These wildcard characters are, you can say, these are the wildcard entries that we can put in the computer. Like the Linux shell gives us the facility to perform an operation. Linux gives the user to perform an operation or to set any file without giving its full name. Like if you don't want to give any file full name, we can put these type of characters. These are called wildcard characters. Like this matches none, or these are the description matches only one character, this matches only one of the specialized of the characters. Like if we don't want to give any file the full name, we can easily put these characters in that file.